What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Halloween. Hopefully, you've gotten a lot of candy and you had a good night at trick or treaters. We went out with the kids tonight, took the kids out. I think it was about 2 hours. Took the kids out. They got some candy. Came back. It rained a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully, it didn't rain on anyone else. It was kind of like misting. We took the kids out. They got some candy. They got a ton of candy. And what the problem is, I'm going to end up eating it all. So we did that. Sales were super slow today. Um, Following the trend of the last week and a half has been slow. So I'm trying to grow my listings. Could be good and bad. Sold two things. I'll show you what I sold, as well as shipping. I know I got a question the other night. Someone asked about shipping, so I thought I'd review what I use, what I get for free, what I buy, and then different tools that I have for shipping. So I want to go over that and show you the two things that I sold. I actually sold three, one on best offer waiting to for them to buy. So yes, Sandhill Treasures was first. How's it going, Scott? Heart of the Dixie Flipper, what's up? Kyle, Vicky, Mike, Dottie, Nancy, Blackberry, happy Halloween. So who dressed up? Anyone dress up? Any kids dress up? Any cool costumes? My son was Batman and my daughter was Belle. So they dressed up tonight. They loved it. It was fun. Fun walking around with them. So let me show you what I sold. I took a best offer on this for $34.99. I just want to get rid of it. I know it would it probably would take a while to sell. I just want to get rid of it. I did make a nice profit on it, so I'm all right with that. It's my Tony Stewart jacket. You guys remember this one? Tony Stewart Foundation. It has all the logos on the arms. That's kind of cool. All the logos. I had it up for $59. I figured I probably wouldn't get $59. The guy actually worked with me back and forth. We ended up on $35. So $35 with a buy price of $5. I'll take that. And it's really light. And I'll show you how I'm going to ship that. Vicky, happy Halloween to you as well. Happy Hump Day also. First Mercari sale, great. What's great about Mercari is you don't have to, you just print the label, stick it on the box, good to go. Hey, Chibs. Sold this. This was one of my ASD boxes. Sorry. Someone actually asked last night if I cross-post. This one I actually did. The new toys, I did cross-post eBay to Amazon just because they're light. So that was $15. Blackberry ate all the candy. Yeah, I ate some of the candy when they went to bed. We actually bought candy to hand out, but we decided to walk around with the kids. Hey, Eric, what's up? Thanks, Blackberry. All right, so we sold those two things. Now, what I didn't bring down to show you guys is for my clothing, I buy poly bags. So the clear poly bags, I buy 2 packs of 100 of the 14x9, I think it is, and 2 packs of 100 of the 9x5. I'm making that up, that size. A little smaller than the 14x9. What I do is I poly bag all my clothes. And they end up being, it's like a cent or two for the poly bag. And what's nice about the poly bags is I can use them for eBay clothes as well as my Amazon FBA items that I ship in. So I will poly bag, and they do have the suffocation warning. So really, I love them. And I feel as a buyer, as someone who buys things and they get this, not in a poly bag in a box, that it would rub, the box would rub potentially with the logos on here. So I like putting all my clothes, my polo shirts, sweatshirts, if they fit, if I put them in a padded flat rate, I won't polybag them, but I will still polybag polo shirts no matter what. But this will probably go in a box, and I'm going to show you the box stuff that I use, but I will polybag this. I'll fold it nicely. I feel the presentation works well. Definitely helps with your feedback, and you're paying probably a cent or two for polybags, but I really like polybags. That's kind of personal preference. You don't have to, but I think presentation plays nicely. Trick-or-treating just starting here. Oh, it's 7 there. Okay. Yeah, we were 6 to 8 p.m. I need a double XL poly for hoodies. Yeah, some of the smaller hoodies, Eric, I can put them in a big poly bag, but Got that. Oh, I didn't take that off. We gotta take that off. Forgot to take that tag off. Anyone seeing issues with disappearing images? Says Thrift Greek. I have not. I've seen issues where it potentially holds the old image if I switch the images out, but nothing disappearing yet. So I did not get to go to the thrift store today. I did have a meeting over lunch. Not good. Meeting of a meeting. You gotta squeeze those things. That's true. All right. So boxes. Rarely will I buy boxes, but with my hats, I like to buy. And I'm jumping ahead into boxes. I'm gonna backtrack after I show you this box. But I save all my Amazon boxes. This little box is great. I like these because I will only ship fragile things out in a box this size. It's pretty small. You can ship this first class if it's under if it's 16 ounces or under. So always test out first class. Polo shirts go first class for me. First class saves you a lot of money. You do not have to ship priority unless you specify in the listing. Now, someone call me out if I misspeak in terms of shipping, or if. But most of my stuff, all my listings are first class listings. So if I upgrade, it's on my own dime, or on my own if I choose to. Rarely will I put a listing at priority, even if it's heavy. I'll just still list it first class, but I'll have to ship it priority. I've seen sales disappear, non-existent. Yeah, that's happened for me this week. James Thrift says pirate ship. Yes, I got to watch that video, but pirate ship supposedly you could do pretty well. Donna, what's up? I have sourced from Blue Lots. Yes, I have not from Deal Bean. Pac-Man, what's going on? All right, let me backtrack before I get too into boxes. But if you don't have a scale, buy one already. Do not buy postage at the post office. Very rare occasions I would. I always buy postage at my house through eBay. Scales, I forget what this one is. There's an Accutech for about $17. I have one of those upstairs. I keep this downstairs. But I think the max weight on this is either 50 or 25 pounds, 50 pounds. So I can use this for my FBA shipments. If you have larger boxes, now you can find a scale with a detachable face. And that helps if you have larger boxes that overhang what's this called? The face where you're reading the poundage. What you can do is, obviously this box wouldn't work. Put a smaller box on this, tear the weight out, so make it 0, and then set the larger box on top so you can see the weight. Basically, put the box up higher, tear it out so you can do it that way. But scale, get a scale, as well as tape measure, and we'll go over tape measure. I have tape measures all over the place. First class, poly bags or bubble mailers, you don't have to measure them. Only I think if the combined inches are over, it's like 80 inches. So if you're first class, 99% of the time, you don't have to measure it. But only if I'm wary about it, I'll measure it. Otherwise, first class, I will not. Rusty Raccoon, what's up? I use that same brand at 75 pounds. Yeah, I had that scale forever. Now, I do not have my label maker down here. I started out shipping with my inkjet printer, and it's tedious. It's better than writing, but inkjet, cut it out, tape it on. Until I invested, I mean, you can get a Dymo 450. I have a Dymo 450. I use that. Peel and stick, which is great. So if you want to invest in that, I think it's like 60 or 80 bucks. You can get them used for pretty cheap. But it's however you want to go. If you want to invest in a thermal printer right away, you can. Otherwise, I started with an inkjet. So at least get a scale and ship yourself. To scale, you need a scale. That is correct. If you go to the post office and you pay through the post office, you're going to get eaten. Especially when you get a store, you get some discounts. Thrill the Hunt, what's up? Rusty Raccoon, you still print and cut? Oh, no. Really? Scott got a Dymo 450 twin turbo. $8 came from a lot. Yeah, most of my twin turbos from Liquidation are busted. I haven't tried to fix them. Usually the printer's jammed. You can try and clear them. Landshark has a printer to look and get rid of. Yeah, Rusty Raccoon, are you mad? I was doing that forever, and it was taking a long time. especially when you're selling consistently. The peel and stick saves you a ton of money. All right, this might seem basic, but Eric, I will be listing late after this. Tape. If you have a simple tape thing, I'd buy nothing expensive. I don't have a tape gun. This helps a lot, and I'll tell you what I use these for. I use obviously for boxes, but I also tape closed my bubble mailers. My bubble mailers, just in case they pop open. But here's my bubble mailers. I think this is 14.5 by 9. This size I found to have worked the best. I've bought a size smaller than this once. I think it was the 9 by 6 maybe, or the 11 by 9. I forget which one, but it was smaller than this one. And a lot of stuff didn't fit. I found that this size works the best. I can buy 100 of these off Amazon for about ranging between 20 and 26 bucks, depending on when you buy it. And they're peel and stick, so I peel them off, and then I tape this down. I tape it as a precaution. You don't have to. But these are the ones I use mainly for polo shirts. I do use eBay poly bags, the poly mailers for my polo shirts, but I'm still using these to get rid of these. So definitely these have helped. Great deals on Amazon if you want to use them. Let's see what else. So I'm going to show you my buy supplies first. So my bubble mailers, I keep those in stock, packs of 100. And I'm going to show you the eBay box. This is the free box I get. I say free box. This is my store credit box I get. If I run out of these, I buy the same type of size off Amazon, and I get packs of 25, and they range anywhere between $13 and $25. But I try and stick. So here's the box, right, to give you a size. 10 by 8 by 6. Now, these are a little big for hats, but I ship all my hats in boxes. These work great for boxes. They work great for hoodies that don't fit, but I use mainly hoodies either in padded flat rate or regional A. But really close items for me, if I ship priority, they fit well in here if I can save a couple bucks or a couple dollars. But hats, I use these mainly for hats. So I will buy these, keep these on stock. I like those a lot. All right, so I'll go over some of the free. I'm hoping some of you guys have these as free free supplies from USPS. This padded mailers, padded flat rates. I believe if you're a top-rated seller, I pay $6.90 for these, $6.90 flat rate. I will test these. These will mainly fit all my heavy sweatshirts, sweaters, and they seal pretty well. I still tape them, but they seal really fast. And all these USPS supplies I'm going to show you, order them early because they do take a while to get them. Shipping over the border, how do I do it by law? Do you sell GSP? Do you sell GSP? I ship only international through GSP. I know with Canada, you can. I don't ship direct. Someone in the chat might know. I know they have an international flat rate box. So Scott, I'm going to show you some boxes. Your iRobot might fit them. All right, so padded flat rate, keep these on hand. I always check, make sure if they fit. A lot of times, this saves across all the stuff I'm going to show you. So make sure you have those. And whenever you're shipping things, guys, make sure you price check your option. Price check for my screen, when I see the shipping option, you can price check each one all on the same screen, at least for me. I can see as long as I put my weight in, and if I have to put dimensions in, it will show me the price for each option. I pick the cheapest. So don't just choose priority. Don't just choose, always choose regional A, but make sure you do your price check. All right, so next thing I'm going to show you is flat rate boxes. For me, flat rates, these are, I think it's 12 bucks. Is it $12.35? I forget. These, for me, I can pick these up direct from the post office. They have these laying out on the shelf. Whatever I need, I probably pick up 2 or 3. Just make sure I have 2 or 3 on hand. If you're buying liquidation items, these are usually great. If it's the cheapest option, I will use it. but they are pretty big, which is nice. So you can see how big they are, right? They do make a larger options. The large option is $17. I never use the large option. It's way too expensive. I can Frankenbox it and ship it for cheaper. Only if you get lazy would I ship the large flat rate. So see you, Pac-Man. Oh, it looks like you'll still be listening. So keep these on hand. Always price check them. They do help with your heavy liquidation stuff. Scott, I don't know if they would fit. Your eyebrow robots would fit in there. They might fit in the next couple. So for me, and I'm going to show you the difference here. When I talk about regional A boxes do pretty well. And there's an A1 and an A2. If you go on the USPS website, you can order both of these for free. And I'll show you the difference in size. And I'm only going to close one end of it. But here's regional A's. Regional A's, I believe, ship at the 2-pound rate. But you can ship anything heavier than 2 pounds in these, which is nice. Because, again, for a lot of my heavy stuff, so here's regionals, right? Here's the top load. Or here's the side load, I call it, and the top load. They will say rate A box, regional rate A box on here. You can see regional rate A box right there. So this is A. And this is great for me. Usually I pay within, 5 states away. Radius is about $7 to $8. If I have to ship to California, it's about 10. And a lot of times, like my liquidation stuff, I've sold wheel hubs. They're pretty heavy. They're like 15 pounds, and I fit them in a regional A, and I only paid like $10 for them. This box right here has saved me a ton of money. If you can find heavy small board games, they fit in here as well. So regional A's are really great. So there's also regional B with the same type. There's a side load and a top load regional B. Now, someone correct me because I'm going to quote the wrong weight. I believe it's 15 pounds. And you are going to, obviously, you're going to pay more for the B. I've only had a handful of times where the regional B has been lower in price than priority. So make sure you have these on hand. I find these ones awesome. My large backpacks have actually helped shipping these. So here's the B. They make a B top load as well, just like the medium flat rate. They make a side and top. So here's, all right, let me throw this one down. I'm going to show you the size difference. I have shipped bags in this one. This one I rarely use. It's good to have in stock. But here's the difference. You can see the difference right there. So there's the B, regional A, higher rate poundage. But there it is, difference. So there's the flaps I'm accounting for. But that's definitely nice to have on hand. It's worked before. Oh, I didn't bring the one box I want to bring down. Yeah, order everything. At least order packs of 10. Keep them on hand. You'll know what you start to use. Great comment, Landshark. Keep them on hand and then order them. I'd say as you get down to like 5, if you have 5 left, go and reorder because they take a couple weeks sometimes. Use pirate ship, simple export. You will save money over GSP. There you go. Width on a regional B. That's going to tell me on the box, but I'm just going to measure it. So, and as long I've shipped these bulging on the side, as long as this top portion meets the edge, I've never had any issues. So, for example, you can ship them. I've shipped them bulged like that, right? As long as the top crease comes to the end, you should be all right. As long as it's not ripped or torn, you'll be just fine. So Scott, the width is 3 inches. And then this way, I guess the height is 14 and a half. 14 and a half, 3 inches. So got that one. There is also on USPS, there's a shoe box, a priority shoe box. I've used that for priority items. It's a good size. Get those. I use those a lot. And I forgot I was going to bring them down, but pick those up. These are great as well. I use these for Poshmark. A lot of my clothes fit really nicely in here. Since you're paying the Poshmark priority rate, 5 inches. What's the length of them, Scott? You still might be able to fit them in and close 2 inches down. You might. What about a medium flat rate? Medium flat rate might fit the iRobot. So here is, I like these a lot. These are one of my favorites, especially if everybody get more Poshmark sales. But so there, look at that size. This size is pretty cool. Fits a lot of nice, cool things in it. So it's a little smaller, but my clothes stuff fit in there for Poshmark. So shoeboxes are great. Yeah, the shoebox USPS ones are great. So definitely get those. Both regionals, all 4 regionals, get those. Get your padded flat rates, and then whatever stuff you're shipping out, buy the stuff off Amazon, and buy like the 100 packs. 100 packs too well. 15 inches from the top. Oh yeah, so 15 inches this way. So Scott, let's just say, there we go. So the width of it. So you're 16 inches. Yeah, you probably won't fit it in a B, Scott. But I keep all those boxes on hand, and I'll fit them in whatever I can before I Frankenbox it. I hate Frankenboxing stuff. But my biggest tip is to calculate shipping and all the options. Don't just pick what you hold on. So yeah, don't just pick an option you think will work. Always test it out. What else? So hopefully that helps, guys. Outdoor Girl says I order USPS boxes, flat rates from them, and he brings them to board to me so I can ship in all those boxes. That's awesome. Especially if you're shipping really heavy things. Flat rate is great. It's a great way to go. I like shipping a lot of the heavy stuff, especially my liquidation stuff, a lot of my stereo equipment, tools. Tools do great in flat rate. Just make sure you tape them. Always tape those boxes, just because sometimes the seals come loose as I'm boxing it up. So don't be afraid to tape them. You don't want to pop it open and you lose it. So that's the shipping supplies. Don't be afraid to invest in shipping supplies as well. The bubble mailers help out a ton. I would rather spend 50 cents or $1 and save me 20 minutes from boxing an item. Eventually, you're going to use all those supplies anyway. So just put that into your cost of goods and you should be okay. So, all right. Yeah, no liquidation tonight, guys. I'm going to list the things I listed last night. I'm a day behind on my sourcing. So sourcing from listing, since I haven't listed my stuff from yesterday and I didn't buy anything today, I'm going to get that stuff listed. Tomorrow, I'm going to hit up the thrift store, have some more stuff for you tomorrow. And then any more questions about shipping, guys, make sure to reach out. Go into the Facebook group, ask some questions there. Love seeing what you guys are doing. And hopefully you guys have a great night. Get some solds, get some listings up, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.